Alright, good evening everybody. It's Wisdom Wuna here, your host for this crypto class. I trust we're all doing good. So today I'm making this video so we can have a better understanding, practical explanation of staking, farming, liquidity pools, and even trading pairs. So let's just go ahead into it. So I'm going to use a decentralized exchange to make it better for us. Now this website, PancakeSwap, here, it is a decentralized exchange built on Binance blockchain. You could use your phone to access it as well, but it only depends on if your phone is an Android or an iPhone, because for iPhones, Trust Wallet app cannot access the decentralized app browser in an iPhone. In fact, some iPhones cannot even download Trust Wallet. But if you have MetaMask in your iPhone, you could access decentralized apps and or whatnot. So I just prefer to use a laptop. It's easier that way and more convenient. So right into it. The first thing you do when you get into a decentralized exchange website is to connect your wallet. My wallet is connected here already, so I'll just disconnect so we have an insight on what it looks like. So connect. You could see many wallets here: MetaMask, Binance wallets, Coinbase wallets, Wallet Connect, Mat Wallet, Token Pocket, Block 2, Coin98, and there are even many more. But I'm using MetaMask, so I'll just choose MetaMask. Alright, an overview of this entire decentralized exchange. They have a lottery. You could just, if you have money to risk, you could enter the lottery. Well, I've never tried it. So for these other ones, trade has to do with swap, limits, liquidity, and perpetual. Swap means that there is a trading pair, like BNB cake. Whereas limits means that you buy. Okay, we'll just go through all of them. So from swap, this is a trading pair, BNB cake. It means you can use BNB to buy cake. You can use BNB to buy cake, or the other way, you could use cake to buy BNB. However you choose it, you could use cake to buy BNB and BNB to buy cake, more like so. That is a trading pair. So you see that this is a percentage increase for cake BNB. Now observing from this chart, see where we are starting from, and we're on this level. So on the 24-hour time frame, this is a time frame, 24 hours, this is 1 week, this is 1 month, this is 1 year. I just hope it will be visible enough. So it is bullish, right? The trade is going up, just going up, although it's quite shaky, but at least from here it is bullish. We say bullish means when it is going up, positivity and all. Now let's check BNB cake. Alright, see how it turned. So this is rather bearish, at least up to this point. From here to this point, bearish. Now it's trying to recover, but all the same you find out that it is coming down. So this is a bearish trend line. You see at this time from May 5th 7 p.m. up till May 6th 3 a.m. it has been bearish. There are dates here and time, so you could just check, and the percentage increase is even showing negative. So it shows that generally BNB cake trading pair is bearish. Alright, I've mentioned that these are time frames: 24 hours, 1 week, 1 month, and 1 year. Okay, so if I wanted to swap, I could just I have about 1.49 cake. I could just put it all and then swap and get 0.02 BNB. Now, there's what is called slippage tolerance. It means like the percentage tax that you're going to pay for this transaction to be complete. In as much as crypto makes everything quite easy, and there are still taxes that will be paid. Some trading pairs have as high as 30% sale tax, 70% buy tax, 70% sell tax. So that why do they impose sell tax on the smart contract? Such that anybody who comes into the project, especially for new projects, you don't just come in and want to make times 10 of your initial capital and then just leave. Such that if you are leaving, 70% of your money is what they are taking, and it just enriches the developer. So there are a lot of ways to make money in this space. All right, let's just move over to another one. You could set your slippage here automatically. You could put 0.1, 0.5. If it's too low, it may fail. If you put 1, yeah. Then how about we put like 30 front run, so it may not succeed. More like transaction deadline here 20 minutes. It may not even reach up to 2 minutes. Binance blockchain is quite fast. You could set now this transaction speed: standard, fast, and instant. The higher you go, the more fees you pay. So if it's standard, you just pay the standard fees. Fast, you pay a little higher. Instant, you pay more. It's not like it's so much anyways, but if you want your transaction to go faster, you use instant. You could change it to black, you could change it to white. I prefer it white. So limit here, yep. Blah 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 blah. Oh. Limit is just like futures, so to say. But this one, you set the price in which you want to buy your token. So let's say, for instance, we're on limit, yeah. You see, for normal swap, it was different. Just understand, look at limit, it's showing you price, market, and whatever. Now, you come to swap. You see, it's different, it's just showing you slippage. You get? So limit, swap is you buy at market price. Limit, you set the price, the limit that you want the price to reach before you can buy. It will buy for you. Once you set it to buy for you, whether you are here or not. So you could at market price, it means you want it to be bought at market price. And yeah, so let me just try and edit this. So now I say I want to sell my BNB when 1 BNB is 503 BNB per cake, or 503 cake per BNB. Yeah, so that's 890% above the market. So until 503 cake becomes 1 BNB, that is when this transaction will take place. Until 503 cake is equivalent to 1 BNB, that is when this whole transaction here will take place. So I'm not doing that. So apart from that, every other thing is basically the same. Limit just says that you are the one that chooses when your transaction should go through. You set the price and or what's not. So for liquidity now, we say that liquidity is the money that sustains all this transaction, because without liquidity there will be no successful transaction. Liquidity is like the money that sustains the bank. So liquidity sustains this exchange. If there's no liquidity in a liquidity pool, you cannot swap those tokens. All right, so if I want to add liquidity, let's say for BNB cake, I could just come here and select BNB, come here, select cake. Now for liquidity, it must be equivalent. If you're using 1 BNB, the cake must be equivalent to that is the same as 1 BNB if you swap at current market price. So I think my cake is more than the BNB I have. All right, I'm going to use max. Max doesn't even give me what I want. 0.0 what? 0.013. Okay, so 0.013 BNB for 0.661393 cake. This is the price of cake per BNB, the price of BNB per cake. Then my share, if I enable this liquidity pool, my share of this liquidity pool will be less than 0.01%. So it means that, now what does this mean? It means that by adding this liquidity, I'll be able to earn 0.17% of all trades on this pair, proportional to my share of the pool. Fees are added to the pool, accruing in real time, and can be claimed by withdrawing your liquidity. So this means that if I enable this pool with my tokens, I'm earning 0.17 times my share of the liquidity pool. Whatever I put, if that is $5, it means I'm earning 0.17% times $5 on all trades. So it may not be so much now, but probably in the long term it could mean something. But if you want to earn well from liquidity pools, staking and farming, it would be good to enter big, or probably when you're trying to survive a bear market. One of the ways to survive a bear market is by staking, farming, and adding tokens into a liquidity pool. So let's just say I'm enabling this. So when I click enable, the smart contracts execution, so the fee will be 0.13 dollars. So if I confirm, I have added my share to the liquidity pool. I have added my tokens to the liquidity pool, but I'm not going to do that. So let's just take it that I enable this cake, I enable this liquidity pool to work for me. Now I'll be rewarded with liquidity pool tokens, which I would come here to earn. And then in farms, you see in the previous page it was cake BNB, right? Okay, so here in farms, you see stake liquidity pool tokens to earn, and that is what I would have done if I had staked it. Now I'll just come here and enable it. If I enable it to show me the same prompts somewhere here, this to show me the same prompt, tell me the fee I'm to pay and or whatnot, but I'm not doing that because I not enabled the liquidity pool. Now this APR is annual percentage return. It could be APY, annual percentage yield. That is at the end of the year, if you stake a certain amount, you're getting this 36% of what you staked. Now see the liquidity, total value of the funds in this farm's liquidity pool. I believe this is clear enough. So $224,688,315 is the total amount of money, liquidity in this pool. So liquidity is a synonym for money in the crypto space, in the crypto ecosystem. So whenever I hear liquidity, it means money in a particular ecosystem. So this 224 million whatever is the total money in this cake BNB liquidity pool. Multiplier represents the proportion of cake rewards each farm receives. So all the cake that is in transaction, this particular farm receives 40 times. For example, if a 1x farm received 1 cake per block, a 40x farm will receive 40 cake per block. Okay, a block is one time that a transaction goes through. This amount is already included in all APR calculations for the farm. So if I had, like from the previous page, if I had enabled cake BNB liquidity pool, I would get liquidity pool tokens. I will now come here and enable it. When I enable it, let's say in like 3 months, 6 months, I want to harvest it. I come here to show me how much cake I have earned, and I harvest. Now what I'm harvesting is cake earned and my liquidity pool tokens. I can now go back to the previous page where we had trade, this liquidity I can now come back here and sell my liquidity pool tokens back here. When I sell it back, I get my money in Cake and in BNB separately. That's just it for farms and liquidity. So these farms basically sums up everything about yield farming, and I believe this is clear enough. So you can see the API for other liquidity pools and their pairs, the liquidity, 322 million multiplier, and all what's not. So straight away, if we just get to pools now, pools here has to do with staking. When you hear of pools, you understand staking. Now you just stake whatever token that they are offering. Now the native token of PancakeSwap is this cake. That's why you are seeing stake cake, stake N and more, NGAL, stake cake, stake cake, stake cake, stake cake. So cake is like the child of PancakeSwap exchange. So anything you want to do on PancakeSwap decentralized exchange basically has to be done with cake, except in otherwise situations. Even when you want to buy NFTs on this exchange, you need cake. So where do we go from here? If I want to stake cake, this is the flexible APY. That is like flexible in the sense that I'm not going to stay for up to a year. So for whatever period, if it's 6 months I'm staying, I'm going to get 7%. But if I'm staying for a year, I'm going to get up to 159% of whatever I put in this place. And that is just how it goes for my stake cake and earn more cake. Now this is total cakes staked. Okay, you could pull back to see more details. Most of them say 0.1% on staking fee if withdrawn within 72 hours. 72 hours is like 3 days, yeah? So when you stake it, even if maybe you want to have an emergency withdrawal, if you withdraw within 3 days, they will take 0.1% on staking fee of whatever you have staked, whatever you have earned. Alright? So I'll just hide that. And if we keep going down, you could stake cake and NGAL, stake cake NRPG, stake cake N Anchor, stake cake N Chick, stake cake N TINC, stake cake N Froyo, stake cake N GMT. This GMT is a move to N. So you find out that most people want to earn GMT, so they have come here to stake. It has the highest, I believe, 35 million cake, and the API is quite low, 44%. So it ends in 61,866 blocks. This means that once there have been a successful completion of 61,862 blocks, this pool will close. It will close. But you see something about stake cake and more cake. It doesn't close. Everyone is having ending. This one is because this is the native one. You know, whatever is your own, you treat it better. So this one doesn't actually end, at least for the years that I've known it. So it has quite the highest. Yeah, has the highest number of cakes staked. One cake token is about $7.4. If you want to change English, you could change here, settings, address, and all. Win. I believe that is clear enough for staking. So here in Win, you just have to accept these their terms. It's like gambling here. It's like gambling. So here you could just enter up, enter down. I basically do not come to this part of this market, this exchange, so I really do not know so much about it, but it's based to the best of my understanding is prediction here. So I think if you predict that the price will go up or the price will go down, you win this. Yeah, something like that. Lottery. So this part, the win part, it is very, very risky. It's more like a degen play, such that you cannot be certain that you're going to earn. So if you want to make the most out of a decentralized exchange, probably you just stake or you farm liquidity pool token. So that's it. Now NFTs, they just introduced NFTs lately. They have a marketplace. For you to sell or buy, you need to create a profile, and creating a profile costs like 2K. That's like $15. So if I have to activate my profile, total cost 1.5K to activate my profile. So I can choose just one collectible and it costs 1K, Sleepy, Dollop, whatever. So that's just how this their NFT marketplace is. Now collections, you see different NFTs, and so you have Saint Monster, BNB, Binance NFTs, Saint Monster, Pixel Sweeper, Pancake Bunnies. So this is their trading volume. 225 BNB has been traded for this. 71 BNB has been traded for this. Pancake Bunnies, 32,000 BNB has been traded for it. And you could just go on and on and on and on. So you just come here. Maybe you have any updates that one's going to pump, or you just like anyone, you could just enter. So this one that people have traded, let's see what it looks like. It has 911,671 items. Pancake Bunnies are Pancake Swap's first lovingly home-raised NFT collection. Earn bonus by completing tasks, winning competitions, and more. So apart from risking in the lottery, you could win a Pancake Bunny. Lowest price, item listed 22,000. Lowest 0.01. Volume 32,954. So if you want to buy any, you could just come. This is like $5. You could buy it $5. Seeing the equivalent price, you could as well sort what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for lowest price. Lowest price, this is it. You could just buy it if that's what you want, if you like it. Before buying an NFT, to be good to understand its utilities so that you don't just be a bag holder. Most of these terms we are going to further treat them as the class goes on. So the traits are like what makes it unique. Each NFT, even if they are from the same family, so there are things that make them unique. There can be twins, and then one is more intelligent than the other, and that is what makes him unique over the other. So name baller. There are 42 ballers in a total collection of 911,000. Rarity 0%. So very few people have it, and the lowest price is 80 BNB. So you see, because it is very rare, the price is higher. So the probability of you seeing a bullish Pancake Bunny is 0.95%, and the lowest price is 0.1889. So I think that is quite it. Sums it up for staking, farming, and liquidity and liquidity pools. I believe this has helped enough. So another thing, after this video, you could just check it out yourself. Go to the website, just understand the whole interface, and any questions you have, feel free to drop them in the WhatsApp group and I will definitely answer. All right, I think that's it. Thank you for staying this long.